Today we're going to be talking about the new Netflix movie, Always Be My Baby, and the sort of disservice that it does to disabled people. Let's go. Hello and welcome back to the channel and another episode of Film Fridays, where I talk about films and TV shows that might have disability, mental health, bisexuality, things like that, and I just want to give my thoughts on how well they represented something or just how they wrote it, things like that. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, I will put a playlist link up here, and if you haven't, be sure to subscribe and click on that notification bell right after so you don't miss an upload. So at the end of May, Always Be My Maybe, an original Netflix film, came out, and my friends on Twitter were talking about it so much. Pretty much everybody on Twitter was talking about it, really, and everyone seemed to love it, which made me really excited because I thought it was a cute movie and I had it on my list, and so all my friends loved it. But my disabled friends and the rest of the disabled community did notice something about the movie where the movie tried to help us, but the impact was kind of... But they did love the movie, let me just say that. So the plot of the movie is, childhood sweethearts have a falling out and don't speak for 15 years, only reconnecting as adults when Sasha runs into Marcus in San Francisco. Although the old sparks are still there, the couple live in different worlds. So I watched the film this morning, and long story short, I loved it. I love San Francisco, it's my favorite city, so I got really excited to see that. New York City is my boyfriend's favorite city, and I like New York too, so it was really cool to see two cities that are a major part of our lives, like, in the movie. Always Be My Maybe is a really cute and fun film, but I did notice the issue that disabled Twitter was talking about. The scene has Sasha and Marcus coming out of the diner, and they notice all these cars that are parked on the street, and Sasha says that there's a disabled placard in every single car, and then there's the running joke that comes in where they see a man come out of his car and walk very quickly to wherever he is going, and Sasha says something along the lines of, "Hey, there's an able-bodied guy coming out of that car." The reason this brings up a little bit of concern is because things like this happen in real life to disabled people who have invisible disabilities or illnesses. This happens to disabled people who are ambulatory wheelchair users, aka people who don't always need a wheelchair or don't always use a cane. I'm actually one of those people. What the movie ends up doing is that it reinforces the sort of stereotype, I guess, that all disabled people are in a wheelchair, that they're paralyzed from the waist down, things like that, they can't walk, etc., etc. But the reality is that a lot of disabled people can walk, don't always need a cane. I myself do not have a disability parking placard, but my friends do. Some of them do. Annie is the perfect friend to point out, and she actually has a couple of videos about this topic. My friend Bobby has one, I think not just for himself, but for the rest of his family as well. And you may or may not have seen some viral posts going around on the internet, especially Facebook. A disabled woman posted a picture of a note that she got. She parked in disabled parking, and she went into the store, came out. I don't believe she was using a cane or her wheelchair, or even a store wheelchair. Someone took it upon themselves to write a note and say that they weren't deserving of the spot, they weren't disabled, something like that. And it hurt the disabled woman to see that. Not the first time it's happened. Some people have just left notes, and then some people have actually tried to confront people. It hurts us. So don't get me wrong, I 100% understand what the movie is trying to do, because there are people who, I really want to say that this is a small percentage, but there are people who have tried to fake being disabled or pretend that they're being disabled. People pretend they're deaf very often to get out of situations, right? So I get the intent, I get that they're trying to help out with that and sort of uncover that part of the whole faking it thing. Where am I going with this? What am I trying to say? But it just falls flat because the fact of the matter is not all disabled people look disabled. But hey, the good thing is that it brought up this conversation, it brought up this teaching moment, and disable Twitter, Facebook, etc., we are now able to have this conversation and let you all know that if you do happen to see an able-bodied or an able-looking disabled person, you know, coming out of a parking spot, a disabled parking spot with the placard and everything, they're probably disabled. There's a pretty good chance that they are disabled. Disabled placards are, to my knowledge, not very easy to get. And you may be wondering, well, if they don't need it in this particular day, why are they using it? Say, for example, somebody with chronic illness, chronic pain, they may be able to walk that short distance into, like, from the parking spot into the store and use one of the power scooters. They may be able to do that. They might be having a decent pain day meaning we're in pain, but we might be able to walk a few steps. They might be having a decent day and just be able to make it that far. Or you might see somebody for example, my friend Annie, her wheelchair is in the trunk of her car, so she gets out of her parking spot, she takes her cane, she goes to the trunk, and then assembles her power scooter, which I know people have given her grief about that type of thing. I know someone with asthma, so they can get from their car, walk that small distance to the store, get that power scooter, and be able to get around, do what they need to do, come back, and it's a lot safer than parking all the way in the back and then walking that long distance. So, again, I understand the movie's intent, and I'm not yelling at them for trying to bring up something that is an important discussion to have, but I just want to let y'all know, we just want to let y'all know that it could have been done a little bit better, or they really just could have not included that into the movie at all. It just kind of did feel as if it was just a random line thrown in that didn't really make any sense. But yeah. But despite all that, it really is a fun, cute movie that I recommend. I teared up, I laughed. Keanu Reeves had a fantastic role in it, and if you have Netflix, please go watch it. Great date movie, great movie if you're really sad and you need something to cheer you up. If you have seen it, let me know in the comments how you felt about it. If you are disabled, you have a disability placard, let me know how you felt about that scene. Every disabled person's opinion is different. We all have our thoughts, just throwing that out there. If you would like to help translate this video, I will have a translation link in the description box below. As always, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you later. Bye!